Welcome everybody to another episode of Thinking Twice. Fuck.
Ooh, come
Sorry,
on, bro.
that's
Wrong,
my.
wrong
All right, here we go.
bitch. Wrong fucking bitch.
Welcome everyone to
Welcome.
another. Welcome. Yes, welcome.
What?
Welcome,
I'm chiming in.
Dude, you miss 1 week and you forget everything.
What?
All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Tube Talks. This is episode 28?
26.
7.
7.
27. Yeah.
I was thinking about them. I got skipped last time. Sorry.
You know, scheduling conflicts happen. You know?
27. That's how old I was last year. Every time someone asks me, hey, how old are you? I'm like, damn, I'm 27, but then I have to correct myself.
Well, you forget. I think after 25, I feel like you just don't remember.
Yeah.
Like oh, fuck.
You're just kind of waiting for death after that.
That's a little morbid.
No.
No, I think like you like the way I keep, like, I mean, at least how I think about it, like the you know, if you go by 5, those are the big key birthdays, right? 20, 25, 30.
I would say 13, 18, 21, 25.
Okay, like once, like one. Okay, 25 or whatever. I'm not arguing.
I'm just trying to be a contrarian, dude. Sorry.
Yeah. But no. Okay, if you want to talk about it like that, yeah, like key birthdays. For some reason, 3 is a big one in Hispanic communities or Mexican families, I guess. Like, I don't know if your family has like this tradition, but like in Mexico, at least where I'm from, like when you turn 3, it's a big party. Like it's kind of like at the level of a quinceañera type of thing. Like when you turn 3.
Yeah, everyone gets fucked up, but
Right?
I feel like that's all kids' parties, to be honest.
But no, for some reason,
three is a little bit bigger.
For three's a little bit bigger than most. And then I guess after that is when you become a man. Like either, I guess in American culture it's 12, right? Like you're growing up looking forward to 12 because I guess you're a teenager.
No, 13. You're looking for
12,
for
13.
Yeah.
And then after
you can
that
see PG-13 movies. Hey.
Yeah. Well, that's 12.
I could see Harry Potter
12 or
kiss
13.
Hermione.
Oh yeah, PG-13. Duh.
PG-13. PG-12.
And then after that is what, 15?
15. I mean, they didn't do shit for me when I turned 15, bro. My sister turns 15. My parents fucking go into debt to throw her party. How does that work? I got a cake, dude.
Your sister had a quinceañera?
Yeah, dude, and they spent so much money. It's so dumb.
It's crazy how much they spend on that. I mean, but it's tradition, you know. What are you gonna do? Argue with tradition?
Yes. Yeah, that's why we're all in generational debt.
Imagine if that was the cause.
Yeah. That's literally it. Stop quinceañeras, stop celebrating the women that much. You know, shut out ladies.
Whoa.
I'm a feminist.
You can't be a feminist if you're telling them not to celebrate that much.
Hey, we're equal.
Okay.
All right, well, let's start throwing men quinceañeros.
And then it's what, 18? Once you turn 18.
18. You could buy cigarettes back in the day. Now these kids can't even buy vapes or cigs.
Yeah. So then from 18 to 21, like that's just a big tease. You're just like, so close to drink.
Shit.
But you could drink in other countries. You could go to Mexico or in Europe or wherever.
England. Yeah.
The drinking age is 18.
Or if you know like cooler older brothers, like friends. Hey.
And then after 21, I mean, you just wait for 25. And then I guess you could start counting them by 5 there, like 25. Because 25 was a big quarter of a century. Everyone's always celebrating that quarter. And then
30's the death of your 20s. I love that shit.
That's a big one too.
That's a new trend. Everyone wear black but me. It's like you're not that special, bro. You're 30. Go lock in, brother.
I have seen some of those. But yeah, okay. Or they'll do the everyone dresses up as old ladies or like old people when they go out and party.
I haven't seen that one.
You haven't seen that one?
I haven't seen that.
I seen that one for 30 birthday parties, and I seen it for bachelorette parties. All right, whatever. So you're back. Thank you.
I'm back, brother. Yeah, man. Everyone kept blowing me up. It was weird. Drake hit me up. He was like, "Hey, didn't see you on the pod last week?" I was like, "Hey, brother, I'm gonna be there this week."
I doubt it. Jake or
he asked me what should be his response to Kendrick. I was like, "We'll keep that off camera, brother. I don't want that to be on the record."
Drake has a beef to worry about. I think he's on tour, isn't he? Is he still?
He is on tour. I don't know if it just ended or if it's about to end, but he's on tour with J. Cole. Oh no, it just ended because that funny dude from TikTok was like the announcer, like the hype man for them. He
Yeah.
just announced that he finished, so they
Did he
just
go to
wrapped it up.
Dreamville? Wasn't Dreamville this past weekend? The
Dreamville was
music.
this last week. I don't know if Drake was there, but that's
Yeah.
whenever Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole responded back to Kendrick Lamar. Beforehand, he'd already responded back, through a song out, and everyone said it was mid. I
Yeah.
am a diehard J. Cole fan, and I had to admit it wasn't his best stuff, but it was out of nowhere. It was
I
like
like
three,
it.
4 days after, the response from Kendrick. And yeah, he said sorry. He said he stooped down to a level he wasn't used to, and that he's a bigger man, so he apologized.
Sure.
And he said he was going to take it to the chin. And I was like, I love J. Cole. He's so
Sure,
positive.
man.
So
Sure.
positive.
Well, we already talked about the beef last week, Jose, so you missed that. But
Yeah, yeah, no.
you caught up with it with the Jafet
Hey, he
on
was
that one.
adding the fucking hockey player.
Dude, that's crazy. He was adding that hockey player. He's like, I don't. I think he wants a response. I don't know.
Oh, dude, I hope he responds, dude. That'd be
Yeah, I
funny.
hope so, man. I hope they duke it out like on the ring, like you know what I
Dude,
mean.
Jafet ends up getting his ass whooped in real life for podcasting. That'd be funny.
That yeah.
Hey, Jafet does
Okay,
boxing, so I don't know. He might have hands.
maybe we'll see.
We'll see.
Okay, let's get into the groove of
Let's get
things.
into it. Today's episode, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be music. Everything that revolves around it, the radio, the concerts, your personal playlist, what you like, what you don't like, your niches, everything around it. Got a good one in there. But
Yeah,
before we start
we got to
that
celebrate
toast,
your quirkiness.
dude,
I'm so
I'm gonna get into that with the
quirky.
Spotify. Yeah, I'm gonna get into that with the Spotify shit. But before, bro, we have
Mm-hmm.
some very
Mm-hmm.
interesting news from I heard. So as of
I
right now,
heard.
Arizona is upholding a law that passed in 1864. I think it's 160 something years old, banning basically all of the abortion in Arizona. It's crazy. Literally everything to do with abortion is going to get banned, which is absurd. People are going to have to travel out of state, and this is going to affect, really affect people that aren't able to afford to travel outside of the state. And yeah, not a good situation in Arizona. I think Trump came out and said that he was actually against a complete all
Well,
around
he
abortion.
thought it's a bit too harsh. He said that law
Gosh.
was a bit too harsh. So
Yeah.
not necessarily saying that abortion is bad. He's just saying like this law is a little too harsh, which I think like we're going backwards. I've said this before on this podcast. Like it feels like the country's going backwards. I mean, the president did blame Trump, which is kind of, I mean, it's one of those things like, well, when Trump was president, he put this person in the Supreme Court and they ruled on this. Therefore, de facto, it's Trump's
It's on
fault.
Trump.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see that. But really, at the end of the day, it's the people voting everyone in, man. Like, dude, we
I
need to
it's
start uniting together, bro, because so much shit's getting fucked up, man. Like, they're overturning Roe v. Wade. Everything's fucking bad. And I'm like, dude, it sucks. I mean, Texas is one of the main places that, initially got
Ted
affected by
Cruz.
it.
Ted
Yeah,
Cruz
fuck that
is
Cruz.
he's from what I saw. There's someone running against Ted Cruz. I haven't been kept keeping up with Texas politics, but man, it really felt like Beto was going to get him at one point, right? Remember that?
Dude,
I really
2018,
thought
dude,
I
2018.
really
I
thought
thought we're
Beto
gonna
was like
get him.
I
I
really
was
thought we
waving around
were.
a blue flag. Go, Beto.
I really thought that was it, but no, he was there again, and apparently this person, who's running against we need a little fact check. Ted
Is it the
Cruz.
Hispanic guy? The
No, he's
actual
some.
Hispanic guy? Because Beto wasn't even Hispanic. That motherfucker was named Robert O'Rourke. Not to take
He
away
taught a
from
class
him.
at Texas State. Did you know that?
Really? The last year, right? Or 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Or is it recently? Yeah, that's pretty cool. But you're getting taught by a loser. Like, dude, it would be cool if you taught me after you won. But I'm fucking learning from someone that can't accomplish their goals, bro. Yeah, give me a class by fucking who
I
is it?
think
Ted
it's.
Cruz. I'll take that.
Colin Colin Allred, and I think he's like a former. I don't know if he was a veteran or he played in the, or if he's a veteran, or he played in the NFL. I can't remember. Or maybe I'm just thinking I'm making up shit. I'm probably making up shit. Oh no, yeah, he did play. He played for who did he play for? He was a linebacker for the Tennessee Titans, and he went to college at Baylor.
And he's going against
And he's going against Ted Cruz, and like
Ted
Ted
Cruz.
Cruz is like
Ted Cruz is a nerd, bro. I don't like that guy,
big
man.
nerd, man.
Dude fled Texas whenever it was
That's the
snowing.
worst thing you could have done, bro. Like that right
They
there.
got
If he
that
loses,
motherfucker in Cancun.
if he loses, that's gonna be like one of the reasons why like, he just became an instant meme. He's gonna be forever in pop culture as a guy who ran away when Texas
While
was
everyone, literally, people are dying.
Was it
People
flooding
don't
or
have
freezing?
power.
It was a freeze.
It was
right?
freezing. It was
a
during
freeze,
January. Yeah. It was. Oh man, screw that guy and
But
Greg
that-
Abbott, dude. Greg Abbott's a piece of shit.
But that fucking law though, like, you know, I just I'm a believer of, you know, her body, her choice.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know that I've always, you know, been a supporter of that. When it comes to politics, you know, I could be moderate at sometimes. There's some beliefs that I like from the Republican Party. There's some beliefs that I like from the Democratic Party. But I bounce a lot. I don't know why I'm telling you all this. This is supposed to be
I mean, dude, it's. I mean, this is an election year, bro. Everyone's getting
this is an
political.
election year.
Unfortunately, people that shouldn't be getting political are. I'm like, all right, you didn't even pass
Yeah,
history. Yeah,
down a
relax,
little bit.
brother. Yeah, dude. But like, everything's political now. Can't even go on Pornhub, dude. I
You
keep
can't.
fucking. My fingers over here are. Oh yeah, you're in Cali. My fingers just have the muscle memory. Just fucking POR, and then you scroll down. But right now, every porn site, RedTube, X Hamster, you can't even find a solid site.
Are you gonna join OnlyFans? Is OnlyFans allowed?
No, I'm not that horny yet. I'm horny, but I'm also
Eventually will.
broke. Yeah, I'm also broke.
It's
Yeah, which
high-quality
is
content, though.
scary. Which is also scary, bro, because you know that abortion law is pretty strict here in Texas, and me not having porn makes me horny, makes me want to go get it out there. And you know, you haven't had sex in a long time, so you're gonna bust fast, and you can't even have an abortion afterwards. It's too dangerous boat to run, man.
I mean, and
Slippery slope.
there's a lot of reasons why, you know, women need to get an abortion. One, it's their choice. That's the first
Health.
one.
Yeah.
And there's health reasons. That's probably a big one. I mean,
Fucked up circumstances. Someone gets raped and doesn't want a baby. Like,
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's their business, man. I don't know. It's a tough argument, and it's one of those arguments that has been, you know, stuck around. I was watching Seinfeld, and Seinfeld was filmed in the 90s,
yeah.
and there's an episode where they bring up that topic, and
Yeah.
Elaine, the protagonist, best friend, she's a friend of Jerry's.
Yeah.
She's a friend of Jerry's.
I know
And-
someone's watching this podcast. He's like, who's protagonist?
I don't remember him. No, she's Jerry's friend, and in the episode, she like breaks up with the guy because he didn't believe in Roe v. Wade, right? And then she meets another guy, and she likes him, and they start dating, whatever. And Jerry, being a troll, was like, "So what about him? Like, is he for abortion or is he not?"
Yeah.
She's like, "Fuck, dude, don't make me ask him. Like, we just started dating." And then, long story short, like that's the episode. But something from the 90s. I mean, something from the 90s. That's almost what 20, 30 years ago. Like, we're still talking and debating this issue.
Yeah.
It's insane that it's been stretched this long.
And I'm sure it's probably going to be going on our entire life, bro. This is
It
one of
just
those things
feels like
that...
it's going back and back and back. And then you see other countries where, like, you know, whatever, like, your body, your choice. No hay pedo. And
Mexico, like, legalized abortion in all of its states recently, man, and gay marriage, dude. Like, Mexico's starting to get...
Yeah.
I mean, granted, we were ahead of them, but now I feel like they're ahead of us, and we're regressing, going back. All these good laws and progressive laws that we've passed are going back. And it's because of all the religious motherfuckers, dude. Like, people are wanting to let people teach religion in fucking schools in Texas, which is so stupid, man.
The crazy
I don't know.
shit. I heard something crazy, and it's not that crazy, but this is like crazy in a good way.
Yeah.
There's a big chance, a really high chance, that Mexico is going to get a woman president. this upcoming
Oh
election.
no, they're both against each other. It's two
They're both
women.
against each other. There's one
Yeah,
guy who's like, I don't even know what the fuck he's doing.
he's low down on the polls.
He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
no, yeah, exactly. But it's gonna happen for them. Mexico's about to have a woman president. Which one? I don't know. Uh, but this is exciting times for Mexico. I mean,
Economy's booming.
and it's crazy because it's such a Catholic conservative country. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And if they're able to move, forward, well, why can't us?
Why can't we? Yep. I feel like it's all our politicians. Our politicians are fucking money hungry fuckers and sell out to anybody, unfortunately.
So Mexico had their first presidential debate on Sunday ahead of the June 2nd elections, right? And we got Jose Alvarez Maynez, a candidate from the Citizen Movement Party. That's one thing I never learned, like the political parties from Mexico.
PAN,
PRI.
And
What's
that's
the other one?
basically it.
No, there's
You
like a
see
few
those?
more.
Do you ever in your place? Do you ever see the buildings inside of Mexico that like they have like buildings for like the government parties? It's so weird.
So we got Claudia Sheinbaum, I don't know, Sheinbaum, and then we have Xochitl Galvez. So we'll see, But if you guys, want to take a break from from U.S. politics and you want to focus in Mexico, look at that, and that's gonna be interesting. Or next, I heard, I just feel like since March Madness ended, we gotta
A
get to the.
good dude. The women's was so much more interesting
It
than
was
the
better.
guys'
It
final.
was
Oh
way
my
better.
god, the women's was actually exciting, exhilarating, head to head. I feel like fucking UConn was waxing them the entire time.
I think, UConn was just waxing everybody in the men's. But I did want to call out, well, first, shout out to UConn. They won. Shout out UConn. I really thought
Woo.
Purdue was going to win. I'm a big fan of Edie. That guy is a beast, but the better team won. And, I did mention a few episodes ago that I didn't want Houston to go that far. And that's why I told y'all not to get hyped up. You guys were drinking the Kool-Aid. Y'all thought y'all were gonna win, but y'all didn't. And I don't root for injuries. I hate when injuries happen. And I know there's a lot of people out there saying that, if that injury didn't happen, Houston would have made it farther. Maybe, maybe not. We'll never know. But you can't depend
on
one guy. Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
you cannot depend everything on one guy. He might have thrown the chemistry off a little bit, which that's what I saw, because once that player went down, like everybody was off. But at the end of the day, like, you have to have all your players ready to go, not just one guy, dude. Like, what the fuck?
Maybe it just meant they weren't a good team in general. Who knows?
That's what I always said. I've always said that. Houston,
Houston's not good.
Houston, like, is always there, dude. They've been to the big dance, to the finals twice, and they've lost them. It's just
little violent for Houston.
I'm
Maybe
sorry,
next
Houston.
year.
I'm sorry.
Maybe
I
go
don't
to
know.
Texas State, dog. We sports isn't our forte, brother, but we don't claim it. It is. Y'all claim it is, and it's not. Come
we'll
hang out with us.
Houston's getting, they're in there every year, it feels like. So, it is what it is. But I didn't want y'all to get y'all's hopes up. That's all I'm saying. I didn't want y'all to get y'all's hopes up because it breaks my heart seeing y'all heartbroken. And
I actually don't care. I was rooting against y'all.
Women's, I really wanted to see Caitlin Clark win.
Bro, she increased the viewership to the women's basketball by, I think it was like 1,000%. It was some crazy number.
It was insane. Her, like, just her presence, her being her, like, she is her, like, her just breaking records, being one of the best
shit talkers, bro. She was shit talking.
One of the best women's college basketballs. Like, I think even in general, like, best college athlete, like, in basketball at least. Like, she's great, man. And Nike did a lot of cool work with her. And I think she's gonna rock it in the NBA. I mean, Ice Cube offered her $5 million to go play on his league, the Big Three or whatever. I don't think she's gonna accept it. Did you see the guy that owns Barstool, Dave Portnoy, offered her $10 million to go play in his rec league?
No.
Dude, if I was there, I'd just take that money, bro. Because for him, like, the way he explained it, he's all like, dude, if she comes and, like, dominates in our rec league, like all that content is gonna be like invaluable. Like,
Yeah, way more than $10 million,
yeah.
dude.
So for him, he's like, dude, why not, dude? And I
Worth
have
it.
to agree. I have to agree. Um,
Yeah. It's so crazy.
w-
Honestly, dude, before this year, I didn't know women had March Madness. I'm
oh
sorry.
yeah,
Shout out women. Yeah, I just didn't know
you
women
got to
had
be
their own
better, Jose.
brackets. Yeah. Hey, slowly becoming a feminist, man. I'm slowly improving. I accept my faults, but I will learn and grow.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's dive into
Music, man.
music.
I would have sang, but my voice is a little raspy. Toast. Whenever I was coming up with the topics, the one thing that brings you back to your earliest days of music, your first exposures, the radio, man.
The radio.
Do you miss listening to the radio? Because it feels like every day you get in your car, you choose exactly what you want to listen to. There's no bullshit, no extra shit, no stories, no Ricky Smiley, no fucking
Prank
calls,
calls.
yeah, prank calls,
Prank
man, no
calls.
birthday shout outs. Do you miss listening to the radio, dude?
Dude, I used to listen to a lot of radio stations. When you said birthdays and shout outs and all that, I remember one radio station, 94.5 The Buzz. I think it's still going on. They used to give out a free case of beer on Fridays. Free beer Fridays.
You're always calling.
No, I was
Yeah,
young.
I
You
swear I'm 21.
you had to be 21. I just wondered what that case was. Like, if it was like a 12 pack, it maybe was worth. If it was a 6 pack, not worth it. But if it was like a 24 pack, that shit, dude,
Oh yeah.
I would have been calling every Friday. But but
Jesus, our winner for the 10th week in a row.
there was I do miss the radio, and I
Yeah.
think growing up, that's kind of your first exposure to music, which will later like it later evolved to BET, MTV, VH1. But before that, radio was more accessible. It was when you're going to school. I remember I would have to, my mom would send me to start the car like a few minutes before. And so
Yeah.
I'd go in there and put the radio station first.
Yeah.
And sometimes she would be cool and like let me listen to whatever I want. Some days she wouldn't. But I just miss it because that was like the way to find new music. Like that was whatever the DJ was
Yeah.
playing. Like that's how you would find things, right? Because I mean, you had the internet, but it was still in its early stages of what
Yeah. I
like
mean,
of what it's
and it
become
wasn't
now.
accessible to everyone. You didn't have it in your
Exactly, it wasn't
hands. You weren't
accessible.
traveling with it.
Exactly. So the radio was like quick, like whatever was on, like that's how you heard the music, right?
Yeah.
I started really like getting into my own. Like I started selecting and like curating and picking my own music when I was like in third, fourth grade.
Yeah.
Like before then, I would just listen to whatever was on. Not Kids Bop. I was not a Kids Bop baby or a kid.
I feel like no Hispanic kid grew up with Kids
No,
Bop.
no.
Yeah,
But
dude,
they
my
did
parents
have.
didn't know what the lyrics were saying.
They
I'm
did.
over here fucking singing Fergie lyrics. Yeah, my hump, my hump, my hump, my hump.
They did. Hispanics did have Chichicolote and El Morro. Do you remember those?
El Piolín de la Mañana. Do you remember that?
Well,
guy?
that's the radio show, but el Chichiculote and el Morro were these like high pitch, kind of like Alvin and the Chipmunks voice, and they would like recreate songs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like they would
Yeah.
like do the rap songs. Whatever. Anyways, that's a whole different stuff. But anyways, so I started listening to rap, hip hop, and all that shit, and that was my intro, man. And I do miss that because I feel like you kind of get that now with TikTok. Like I feel like these record companies are putting their agenda, like the songs that they want to be trending. They probably like pay people to do it, like maybe some
They
influencers.
ramp up the fucking
They ramp
algorithm
it
to
up,
be able to
and so now
pump it
like
out.
that's kind of like the radio station. Like you hear like a trendy sound on TikTok that's kind of like replaces that a little bit, kind of.
Yeah.
But I do miss it, man. I miss the conversations. I missed what the people would call in and talk about, and like how they extended. But that kind of got replaced now.
People were cheating and getting
People
exposed on the
cheating,
radio,
yeah.
or in the back of the car driving to school.
And you're just cracking up, like you're
dude,
just
yeah.
cracking up. But I think that got kind of replaced by podcasts.
Yeah.
And so now I listen to my podcast in the morning when I'm driving. I think like it's just a way to catch up. I mean, you wake up and ask, home device. I'm not going to say what home device I got because then it's going to trigger it. But you ask your home device to give you a rundown of the news, and it'll be like NPR radio or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's how I supplement. What about you? Like, what do you miss?
Dude, I miss fucking getting. I feel like back in the day, like there's certain songs that you attribute with eras, like like Soldier Boy was like me in sixth grade. You have
Yeah,
fucking
that's so weird.
Drake
That
in
was me in
middle
high school.
school, this that, and like the radio was like a big proponent of that. Man, there's like eras that you remember because of the radio, the songs that were playing, and now I only listen to my music. And when I think back to 2021, I'm like, what music was I listening to? I'm just like, damn, I was just listening to my own shit, man. Which I'm
Yeah,
like, dang, like there's not songs and music that defines eras and years now. It's just my own music that I listen to versus you remember when Happy by Pharrell came out back in like 2013,
cause I'm
2014
happy.
because and like dude fucking that came out like 2013, 2014. Then there was what is it? Thrift Shop with Macklemore in 2012. And like
You
I
want to hear
remember
some?
these years specifically.
You want
And
to hear
that's what I
something
miss
crazy?
about the radio. Yeah, sure, why
Something
not?
crazy. So
Yeah.
when you hit 31, at least
Ooh.
according to studies, that's when your music palette gets locked. Like your musical taste, that's when it stays locked, and that's it. You try not to discover new music, like because it
Mm.
gets harder.
Yeah.
But by that time, like 30, 31 hits, like according to this study, I'm who's this? This is from hypebot.com. I don't know if that's a
That
reputable
sounds
source
like it was generated by AI,
by
brother.
AI, right? But but I just googled it quick. But there is a scientific study or a major study at least that suggests that like once you hit your 30s, like that's it, you're not going to listen to new music. Uh, that's just on average. Not every 30-year-old person's like, oh, that's it. I'm gonna. But it makes sense. Like when you think of like these radio stations, like people that have the '80s station or the classic rock, and now like Blink-182 is in that, and that's so
Oh.
fucking nuts.
It said I grew up to that, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah. But I like something like one more thing on radio. I liked, and this shit used to give me so much FOMO. Is like when you put it on like on the weekends, and they have like the DJ like at a club, like
At a
fucking
club, bro,
like
and it's
live.
popping. Ladies get in free till 10 o'clock.
Exactly. That I wasn't even old enough to go to the clubs, but dude, I would be like, I want to go there. Like it'll be like, oh, El Coco Bongo, it's going down, ladies, free all night, fellas, $2 beers. Get here right now before 10:30, and everyone like, and
And
they
then they
like have
bring
people.
they bring a hot girl to the mic. Hey, this is Brittany. Brittany, tell everyone's showing their titties. Come on down to DMX. Free beers,
Exactly.
free bottles. And it's
Exactly.
like, oh, that girl sounds hot, dude.
Dude, and I think they still
Fuck.
do it. Like they might still do it, but that shit used to hype me up, dude. And especially like the Spanish radio stations.
Oh,
Like
in Spanish, I feel like they still do it,
they'll
bro.
have like badass cumbias, and you're like, dude. And it's crazy because there will be something that they normally don't play like on their regular programming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a cumbia that's not on their regular programming. You're like, oh shit, this
Yeah.
shit's fucking bumping.
Yeah, because dude, sometimes you can't even find the cumbias on like Spotify. It's like, ooh, I want to listen to that, but it's like
Right,
shit that you find at the pulga, like it's a pulga cumbia. I don't
dude.
know, man.
So like talking about shows, talking about clubs and shit. What was the first concert that you remember going to?
Dude, I actually
Like by
remember.
yourself, no parents, or just shares, just
Yeah. I mean, I never
no
went to a
limits.
concert with my parents, so that's
Really?
crossed out. Yeah. I was like 19. I went to a
You
reggae
went to
festival.
you went to the Wiggles with your parents?
Yeah, hot potato, hot potato. No, I went to a reggae concert with my friend Chris, and he was like, "Want to go to a concert?" I was like, "What do you have to do?" He was like, "Just buy the tickets." And I thought it was like a 10-step process, but it turned out to be the easiest thing. And yeah, dude, I went to this reggae concert, and it was the first time experiencing like oh shit, everyone putting their hands up, experiencing live music. I mean, I experienced it before, but like just paying for it and getting a good experience. And
Yeah,
I got hooked to reggae beforehand, but I was really hooked after that. And dude, just live music in general, man, it's really good. And I'm so glad my friend Chris introduced me to it because I've been to like I don't know how many music festivals slash concerts afterwards, but yeah,
yeah. No,
live
I
music's the way to go.
I think my first one, I can't remember. Like I know I went to some with my parents when I was young, but I remember the one that I remember going by myself, like buying it with my own money, was when I was in high school. I think I was like probably freshman, sophomore, maybe. It was a Spanish rock concert, a band called Panda, like Panda, like but the A's are
Panda, panda,
X's,
panda.
Panda.
Yeah.
They're like really like they're like the Spanish alternative, or they're Mexican. I think they're from Monterrey, but they're like punk Spanish rock. It was or Mexican punk Spanish punk Mexican,
Yeah. Were your parents
whatever.
rockers or what?
My parents are rockers. Well, my dad,
Hey.
but dude, Panda is just like, man, dude. If you haven't listened, if you don't
I
know who
don't even know
Panda
who that
is,
is,
you
bro.
don't
I
know
know.
who
I
it
don't.
is.
No.
No, but I mean, you're not that
You're
woke.
younger. Yes, todavía estás morro.
Todavía estás morro. No, but they were like, I remember like Panda or like Alison, Don Teto, like these were all like little. I guess you know how you were talking about like generational shit.
Yeah.
So I like my musical taste, like it was a roller coaster, dude. So I started like liking rap and hip hop because of the people I was with. Before that, though, my big influence of music came like that. That's all coming like from my dad, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
My
You
dad,
only listened to the shit that was on the radio because of your parents. You didn't like
yeah.
get to
But see,
choose
my
anything.
mom growing up. So okay, so the dynamic in my household is my mom is from Mexico. She, moved to the States when she was in her early 20s, maybe.
Yeah.
My dad, he came to the States at an early age, like before his preteens, and then he grew up in the US. So he grew up with American culture.
Okay.
So when I was at home and stuff, or like road trips, or like, running errands, cleaning, whatever, my mom's music was Spanish, all Spanish. My
Yeah, yeah,
dad was Spanish, but it was rock Spanish, the classical rock Spanish, 80s, but
yeah.
also heavy on 80s culture because he was a kid in the 80s. Like he grew up
Dang, that's fat ass. Some Motley Crue, some
Motley Crue.
fucking
My dad was a rocker, dude. Like when I look at
yeah,
pictures of my dad back in the day, he had like long hair, sleeveless black t-shirts of like bands like Kiss. Like that was his, that was his thing. And
yeah,
so, taking road trips to Mexico, whatever, we would listen to Rush, ACDC, Led Zeppelin, Motley Crue, Metallica. Like that was his thing. And he also liked Spanish rock, like Maná, Mago de Oz, whatever. So that little, the rock thing stuck with me. And so as I was getting older, I started listening to my own version of rock, like Blink 182.
Green
He was big
Day,
into
all
Green
that
Day.
shit.
He loved Green Day. Yeah.
Oh shit.
But Blink 182, Simple Plan, Yellow Card. Like I started developing my own taste, and then fucking Linkin Park and Jay-Z made a collab
The
album, and that
collab
just
album,
fucking brought
bro.
everything together, bro.
Two
Just
worlds, bro. Two worlds collided, bro.
yep. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like it was insane when that happened. And so when I started going to middle school and started hanging out with my friends, my Hispanic friends, bro, the song that came out and changed history, changed the trajectory of the
Of my
music,
life.
about the music that I was going to intake, and that was Oye Mi Canto by Nori. And after
Oh,
that,
dude.
reggaeton was on, dude.
It united all the countries, all
Boom,
the
boom, boom.
Latinos.
Oh, dude, dude,
Whoa.
it was insane, bro. And then Daddy Yankee came out and dropped the line, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, "Yo, who's this?" That, dude,
Yeah,
that's
que
yeah, dude. And then a few weeks after that, or like it felt like a few weeks, a month, he dropped fucking Barrio Fino, and that had Gasolina and all these out like songs. Gasolina, I can't even remember. Gasolina was a big one. And after that, like I
rompe,
just
rompe.
no, that was way a few
Okay.
years after that. But then I started listening to that. I think also too, like when I was in middle school, and you were probably in elementary when this was
Yeah.
going on, but like there was like a huge movement of Chicano rap and stuff. So
Chingo
under that,
Bling.
Chingo Blink fell under that.
Hell
Baby
yeah.
Bash, Frankie
Baby
J,
Bash.
Lil Ra,
Ooh. MC
and,
Magic,
and
bro.
right now, yeah, NB Riders.
Yeah.
And right now, Lil Rob is defrosting.
Defrosting, bro. He's ready, bro. I was just thinking about that today. I was like, bro, if I hit the lotto, the first team I'm getting is the
I'm
low
feeling
rider,
good. I
bro.
feel all right. Cruising through my hood on a
Good.
warm summer night.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, and
Dang.
so that was it. And then in high school, like it just became a blend of everything. Like I started listening to everything. How I was like,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Like it's crazy how like when we were kids, you let the music define who you are. Oh, he's a punk. He's a rocker.
That's
He's
so
a
true, bro. Like,
rap
no, I
gangster.
never hung out with people that liked rock up until like early, like freshman when I started being a stoner. I was like, hey, rock's not that bad, bro. And
Yeah.
then I started hanging around with more like white kids and shit like that, listening to more white music. I was like, dude, white people got some bangers, man.
They got bangers. They
And
got bangers.
yeah, dude, because I was just about rap, dude. I always want to be hood. I was just listening to SPM, a little boozy in fucking middle school. Yeah, just all the gangster shit, man. Because that's when I was all like, my parents. I resented Mexican music till like senior year
Oh
of
yeah,
fucking
no,
high school. I was like, dude, take that shit off, dog. Like,
that's
it's
whack.
not like I hate like reggaeton. I always like reggaeton. Like
No,
that's because it wasn't my parents' music.
because
Like
it
my
wasn't there.
parents like
Yeah,
cumbias, all that shit. I was like, that's old people shit, dude. Then I
the,
started getting older and I started seeing all
you
the girls
appreciate
that
it.
like dancing it. I
Yeah,
was like, it's not that bad, brother. It's not
the
that
the
bad.
the thing is like you hear like you're never gonna like what your parents like that's not cool what they like,
Yeah, yeah. No, not at all, dude. But you slowly, as a kid, that's your mentality
that's your
up until
mentality.
you're older, dude. And now all I bump shit that my mom grew up with. I'm like
Yep.
bumping boleros from like the 1960s and 70s, some Jose Jose, some Juan Gabriel, dude.
Mm.
And like yeah, dude, I went through the rocker phase in like not middle school. I went through it in high school, bro. When I was a stoner, started
Little
like in
rocker.
Pink Floyd, Led
And
Zeppelin,
that's like the
fucking
classic shit too. That's
yeah, dude. Yeah, my dad, because my dad said he used to smoke weed back in the day, so he gave me recommendations. Creedence Clearwater, all that shit, man.
oh
And
shit.
yeah, dude. Yeah, and it's evolved, dude. And I've gotten even more niche now. I'm listening to Portuguese fucking what is
Ah,
it called?
ah.
Bossa Nova. I don't even know what they're saying, dude. I'm just like, dude, they're jamming and they're like reggae and fucking Portuguese, and now I'm like into French like electronic music, and it got real niche, dude.
Oi,
Like it's
oi.
I don't know, like I don't know, ladies, I might be different. Ladies, I
You're
might be
fucking
different.
quirky. Dude.
What's your most niche thing you listen to, dude?
Um, dude, I listen to all kinds of shit too. I'm also
Oh, he's different
quirky.
too.
I
We're
listen
having a
to.
different off.
I listen. I used to like indie. Indie's cool.
I love indie, dude.
But I honestly like. I like. It's so cliche. I like all music. Like I really do because
You like what music?
I like all music.
Okay, yeah, yeah. No, I
Um,
agree. I agree. Some people say it
I mean
and
even
really don't mean it, but I feel like I truly mean it, dude.
even like country, dude. Like country. Like I think right now, if you were to ask me, Toast, like if you have to like rank your genres of like music that you listen to on the daily, what are they? I say country, bluegrass, outlaw is like on top of there, right? Like right now, Turnpike's always been there. When Spotify rap comes, Turnpike is always in there. I always go see Turnpike if they're in town. Um, so Turnpike Troubadour, Zach Bryan, Charlie Crockett, those are my guys right now. But but when it comes to something niche that somebody's like, dude, what the fuck are you listening to, dude? I probably British grime / Nigerian rap. I
You a
love it,
British
dude.
rapper? Does that include a 21 Savage?
No, that doesn't include 21 Savage. AJ Tracy's my main guy. I like AJ Tracy. But all these guys, I didn't even know if I said his name. I just read it. AJ Tracy. What do I have here? Let me open it up. But it's just I like it because their music is kind of has like a little, not like
It's
a little
different.
reggaeton, like a little reggaeton in it, but like it has a little something that you
A
just want to,
different pop.
hey,
Yeah, yeah,
hey,
yeah.
hey,
And the way they rap, man, I feel like the way British
they
people
they
rap, man,
they
they
rap
be
cool.
rapping and
And
rapping and
I'm
jumping,
not
rapping.
talking, yeah, I'm not talking about like white British rappers from London. I'm talking about like,
Oh, yeah,
these,
yeah.
yeah, like these, I was gonna say African American, but they're not African American. They're like
Are
Nigerian
they called
descendants.
British Africans by any chance? Like, or
I don't
African
know.
British? I think they're just called
African,
British people over there.
I don't
I
know.
feel
That's a
like
good
there's no
question.
race. Yeah, I feel like I
Yeah,
heard America's the only place that adds dash American to
yeah,
everything
but
because
yeah, I'm not talking about like white. Yeah, no, I agree, but I'm not talking about like white white
British
rappers like
people.
some fucking white Harry Potter looking guy rapping and shit. No,
Yeah.
I'm talking about like guys that live in London
Black
from African
rappers. I mean,
descents.
fucking
Yeah, black
Central C is
rappers.
like Central C is
Yeah,
like Middle Eastern, I believe so. But yeah, dude. I mean,
yes,
like Britain and like the UK is a melting pot as well. People don't think about it. But whenever people think about the UK, they think of just like white people singing, but they have a lot of Indian influence. They have a lot of black influence from
yeah.
Africa.
Like
Like, dude,
NSG's a big one. Uh, sorry, I kind of do. NSG's probably another one of my guys. Uh, fucking Idris Elba. He's a rapper. Idris Elba, the actor.
like currently or like back in the day.
Yes, like he's. Ooh, that's a good one. I have some of his tracks on my playlist, but
Now you're just trying to be different. You don't even like it.
but I like I like Mexican indie too. Like I'll share.
Oh, some Kevin Carl, some
Oh, nah, not that
fucking
kind of. I'm talking about some real indie alternative. Not fucking. I don't like
like
Kevin Carl.
who?
I don't like
Kevin
Kevin
Carl
Carl.
goes
Who's the
hard.
other guy? Ed Maverick. I don't like
Ed
those guys.
Maverick, dude, they go hard.
The
Why?
funny shit is
They're
that
too
like
mainstream indie.
they're too mainstream. Too mainstream. No, no. Some of their songs go hard. Some of those songs go hard. It's the people who listen to it that like piss me off. Not piss me off, but it's like a Cowboys fan. It's
It's a
like an
little bit
America fan.
pretentious.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they act a little weird, like, oh, listening to Kevin Carl or fucking Ed Maverick. I'm like, dude, everyone listen. You're not fucking Disney Channel
Yeah,
original.
yeah,
Calm down.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
They think they're
Um,
different because they listen
I'm
to it, and I
different,
thought I was different until just now. But obviously, everyone listens to
dude. Everyone,
that.
and they
Everyone
act like
listens to that.
it's whatever. Maybe I'm just a hater, bro.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I'm
But
just a
it gives you a joy whenever you listen to like something. And be like,
so,
people
time out,
don't know, or whenever they find out, I knew
because
before.
you want to be the guy that puts
I
someone
knew
on.
before. Ooh, if
You
I
want
hear
to be the
someone
guy.
listening to something, I put them on to. I'm
I'll
like,
put you on.
I kind of want to pop that like tip screen, the 15, 20, 25% whenever
Yeah.
they're listening to a song I put them on.
No,
Hey, it's
but
gonna ask you a couple questions.
the thing with Kevin Carl and Ed Maverick, so here's the beef. Not no beef. It's just our listeners because the people that like Kevin Carl and Ed Maverick, like they shit on country, like they shit on
Mm,
acoustic music, and then they go listen to acoustic music, but now it's in Spanish and now it's indie, now it's
yeah,
quirky. No, like dude, translate that shit in fucking English, and that's a fucking country song, brother.
yeah,
That's what Turnpike. That's a Zach Bryan hit. That's a Tyler Childers. You know what I mean? Whatever.
yeah.
I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna get
Dang.
into it.
Hey, but it's so crazy, man. Like, so I will say that you and me have been blessed to get out of the side of our bubbles because sometimes, like, dude, when I was in Dallas, I listened to No Country. I didn't really listen to Mexican music that much, and I got out of my bubble. I went to Texas State, and you get
Yeah,
introduced to people that like so much more shit, and you're
yeah.
blessed that they put you onto so much music. And because I started liking country after I hated it for so long, it was like, okay, maybe I've just been a
But
hater my whole life.
you fight it so long.
Yeah,
So
I'm like,
I
it's not even that good, and I'm over here like drinking whiskey and fucking trying to two step with a hot girl. I'm like, all right, it's
yeah,
pretty fucking badass.
it's good. It's good. Yeah, so country for me it was interesting because growing up in Houston the rodeo is a big thing, and so when one side of your family speaks predominantly like English at that in the household, you're gonna like those songs are gonna come on, right? And so I got introduced. I think one of like the first country artists that I remember listening to at home was Dwight Yoakam, and he's pretty good. I love
I don't
Dwight
even know who
Yoakam.
that is, bro.
Dwight Yoakam's good. And then, from there you start listening. Like I started listening, like just the greats right from the '90s. Fucking Alan Jackson,
Garth
fucking
Brooks.
Garth Brooks, George Strait. And so like because they're always at the rodeo in Houston, that's a big deal, right? So that's how like country started getting into it. I didn't start branching off from country, like listening to it on my own, until I got to Texas State because for some reason, and I don't know if this happened in your social circle, but it happened in my social circle in 2010, like 2009, 2008. Like Rascal Flats was big. uh, Dixie Chicks, all these, whatever. But it felt like in 2010, 11, there was
Oh,
just a
country started
big
being
wave of country, and everybody in
yeah. People
Texas
started
like was
wearing
listening.
boots and shit like
Like it
that.
just felt like I was like, whoa, 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 and then you got Luke Bryan and Brian
All
Paisley
the
and all these
city kids,
guys.
I remember all the city
Yeah, all
kids
the city
wanted to
kids
act
get
like they
into
were
it.
country now. It's like, dude, you're not. Yeah, you're from the suburbs, bro.
But I don't
Like
know what it
you
was. Was it Duck Dynasty? Maybe like Duck Dynasty came
I
out
feel
around.
like that might have had something
I
to do
don't.
with it, man.
I mean, and there were banging like Rascal Flats like was big, but when I got to college, a little yeah, when I got to college, that's when I started like branching off from the country that I knew into like, all right, I kind of like this, and a huge part of it is that the boot store that I worked at, shout out Texas Western Warehouse, it's probably not even there anymore. Uh,
Going
but
out
the
of
people,
business since 2010,
since dude,
dog.
every fucking year going out. I had people coming in there like, are y'all going out of business? And then a few
Next
months
week,
later,
everything's got to go.
like I
Everything's
know
got to
they
go.
told us just tell them you don't know, and yeah, I don't know, and then they'll come in like 6 months later. I thought I was going out of business. We're liquidating, buddy. But yeah, the people that I met there, shout out my boy Eric. Uh, they, they would put the music on, and they really kind of just like introduced me to new artists that I hadn't heard of before, especially like when it comes to like red dirt, Texas country, stuff like that. And so my friends there, they put me on, and it was a fun time. Like we would go to concerts. My friend Halen, Eric, who else was there? Fucking Shane, Taylor. Like we would all just go out and go check out shows, and like we would start finding our own artists that we like. It was just San Marcos was such a great place to be for country music because of Cheatham Street being the pretty much like
Historical landmark of say,
historical
yeah.
landmark. Yeah, when it comes to country music in Texas, like Cheatham Street, like this is, I don't want to say like the Grand Ole Opry, but in a way, it's the Texas version of it. Maybe maybe
Yeah.
that's too much. But it's such a historic venue. Like if you play there, like you're on a good you're on a good trajectory.
I saw Parker McCollum and Cole Wetzel there, dude. It was badass, and like
They always wear
the train tracks run by there, dude. It's such a
right.
dope ass fucking
And
venue.
it's crazy that they always rep the Cheatham Street hat. Like they always have it on, and they always rep in Cheatham Street. Like from humble beginnings, they still remember where they uh they went
They
through.
started from the roots, bro. If you don't know where you're from, you don't know
Yeah,
where you're
William
going.
Clark Green, he's really cool. But yeah, man, music it just
Music,
makes
bro.
you.
I did. I
It could
had
put you in a. It puts you in a
one.
good. Uh, uh, it puts you in a
What?
good mood. It puts you in. I mean, it's funny how you were saying like a song has like a memory to your like it'll put you back somewhere like oh
Oh,
fuck I
dude,
forgot
you
about that.
listen to a song that you haven't listened to in 5 years, and you start remembering an ex and missing her. It's like, damn,
Yeah.
I do
What were you
miss
gonna
you.
say before I cut you off? Sorry, that was rude of me.
What was your favorite? I mean, we've had CD players, we've had iPods, we've had
Yeah.
MP3 players. What was your favorite listening music device? That's not your phone. Your phone's obviously optimal, but like back in the day, dude, you had to have something to listen to music to.
Dude, I so the first one that I had on like the first one that I had was a walk not a cassette Walkman but the CD Walkman,
Yeah,
and you had to like put the CD player like leveled on a surface, flat surface, or like
you
you can put
couldn't
it on
have
your
it like
pocket, but
upside down
you can't have it
because
tilted because it fucks it up. So
yeah,
I had that, and I had like these cool little headphones that you would like clip
through the
around your
back.
ear,
Yo,
or the
my
ones through the
sister had
back,
those.
the ones through
Yeah,
the
those
back
are
like
like
that.
the cool ones.
Yeah, and CDs were always cool. CDs were always cool because um when I got to middle school, it was so easy to attain these songs, this music. When I was in elementary, I had to do it old school. I would have a cassette ready, a blank cassette ready, and I would sit around listening to the radio. And as soon as I knew my song was
Dang.
coming up, locked it in, record, and it would record it. And so some of those songs were like "Sugar Sugar," "How You Get So
Get so
Fly,"
fly.
"Chameleonaire," no, Big. Fuck,
Chameleon.
what's
I'll
that song?
put on. No.
No,
Chameleonaire is
you don't
something
know.
about
Hey, you're
Snickers.
from Houston, dog. It's a Houston thing,
Bro,
dog.
you act like Houston's not fucking 5 hours away. We all listen to Houston shit in fucking
It's
Dallas.
you're gonna make me bring it up.
Damn, Chameleonaire is actually a really good businessman. Did you ever hear about that? The homie started investing money
I
in like
did,
Africa, and he's been getting like a really great returns because he invested his money like super early instead of like balling out and buying jewelry and cars. And yeah, dude, shout out Chameleonaire, rapping for the Houston community.
in love with yeah, in love with my money was the song. Do you remember that?
Never heard of
I'll
it.
play it for you here. I might clip it out because I don't want to get sued, but I'll play it here
Yeah.
for you.
Ugh.
Get in love, 24. Already know. Anyways, in love with my money, dude. That was one of like on that cassette. Sean Paul, Get Busy, dude. But then
You're
I got
naming
to
so many songs I don't know, dude.
yeah, because you're a young buck.
I'm a
You're a
young
young buck.
buck.
Then we went to high school or middle school. In middle school, you started, downloading stuff from LimeWire,
Hey.
allegedly. Arius Gold.
Getting fucking viruses on your computer. I remember this one time, bro.
Oh, I
We
used to
put
hate when fucking.
viruses.
I used to hate when like you think you download the right track and then my fellow Americans. Did you ever get those?
Dude, you just unlocked. What was it? Wait. Oh my god, dude. I haven't thought
My
about that
fellow
in
Americans.
years.
I did not have sexual
You were
relationships with that
with
woman.
that woman.
Bro, I used to get pissed when that shit would come on, dude. I used to get so fucking
It's
pissed.
so crazy that we're from two parts of fucking Texas and it's like the same shit happened to everybody.
Dude, I've said this before, dude. Maybe not on here, but maybe on my other podcast. But dude, Dallas feels like an alternate universe to Houston
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
it's exactly the same, but people like different things. So like when I went to Dallas and I was like I had to do a double take, like what the fuck? Because it feels like you're in Houston. The people are the same, the culture is the same. The only thing is different is instead of seeing Astro shit, you see Rangers, and like you see Cowboy
Cowboys
shit.
instead of Texans.
Yeah, and you're just like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? And so it's crazy because in Houston, like we you don't see that. It's on site if you see it. Not
Yeah,
really,
it really, you'll get called out, bro. You'll get
but yeah,
called
you'll
out.
get
in
called out and
Houston.
stuff. So it's not common to see it. But then you go to Dallas and everyone's wearing it, and you're like you're fucking buffering, like you're fucking freezing, like like the little wheel on the Apple
The
computers.
loading
You're like,
wheel.
oh, what the fuck? Anyways, but yeah, and then the Apple iPod when that came out, that was a game
Ooh, that
changer.
was a game changer. I always wanted
That
one, bro. You could put pictures in it. I had to wait till
oh, dude,
sixth grade to get
before
one.
that, the one of the first ones that I had, and dude, this is such a fucking crazy story. I'll tell it quick, but my friend, we used to ride the bus. There's two middle schools on the same stop, and we all rode the bus together. And my buddy got a iPod Shuffle, and this thing was like a USB stick.
Oh, like the little one that only had one button,
Yeah,
and it
and
was a clip.
it was clipped.
Yeah, I remember that
And
one.
he got one for his birthday or something, and he was pumped. And I'm like, well, dude, I got some like tracks that I downloaded. Like, if you want, I could take it home, put some music. And he's like, yeah, dude, for sure. He trusted me, and I feel so
That
bad.
hurt.
I feel so bad because he gave it to me like on a Thursday, Friday. I took it over for the weekend. I put music on it. Then I was so infatuated with this piece of technology that I was taking it everywhere with me and listening to it because I put the tracks on. I'm like, yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. And then I went to a party and we were having fun. We're kids. We're in middle school. So we were playing like football, tag, all this crazy shit that kids do. Then I left it there and I told my buddy I called him. This is house phones too. I called him.
Hey,
So yeah,
can I talk to Ricky?
713-695, whatever. His name was Lisandro. And shout out Lisandro. I called him, I'm like, yo, dude, like I think I left my iPod there. Can you get it and bring it to class? He's like, yeah, I got it. I found it. Whatever. I'll bring it to you. So he takes it and bro, I think he was using it too, because I did, like, we had never had any of
It
this
was
kind
a
of stuff.
community iPod.
So I see him I on Monday morning. My buddy's like, "Oh, where's my iPod?" And I'm like, "Dude, I got you. I left it at my friend's house. He's gonna bring it, and then I'll give it to you after school." He said, "Okay." Lunch happened. I'm trying to find my friend. I find him. He's like, "Dude, you're not gonna believe this shit." I'm like, "What?" They stole the iPod. I'm like, "What?" They stole the
Dang.
iPod. And I'm like, "Who stole it?" And he had an idea, and he told me the name. And I confronted this kid too. Like, I was so pissed because you're making me look bad.
Yeah.
You're making me look bad. I went back to my homie and I'm like, "Dude, I'm so sorry, dude. They stole the iPod." And everyone was teasing them, like, "Nah, dude, that dude probably stole it and kept it." And I'm like, "No, I swear." They're like, "Nah, this guy's doing
But
you
y'all went to the
dirty."
same school or what?
No, it was a bus stop that collected kids from two different schools, but we would all
Okay,
ride the
okay.
same bus. And I felt so bad, dude. And I told him that I'll make it up to him, and that I'll like, pay him back and whatever. I never paid him back because I'm a sixth grader. Who the fuck has money in sixth grade? And then I never paid him back, and I never saw him again. And I felt so bad, dude. And dude, if he's listening to this, I will buy him an iPod. I don't even remember his name,
No, you
but
gotta buy him
I,
the exact same one,
dude,
dude.
I'm
You
gonna get
can't buy
like
him.
10 DMs, like, "Dude, that was my iPod." Give it back. No, but I felt so bad. And then to make the story worse, uh, a few weeks after that, like, he was really cool. He wasn't really confrontational, so he was cool. And he had gotten a beanie toy, like the little sack. Oh no, a Saki, like the Saki hack around that time, like it was really big.
Yeah.
And we were playing with it one morning, and we were playing Saki hack, and I'm like, "Oh, this is cool, whatever." And then we went on the bus. We went to school. Then after school, we came back out, and or we all came on the bus. And
Yeah.
so they picked up my school first, and then they picked him up.
Yeah.
So I had an empty seat, and I'm like, "Hey, bro, like, come sit with me." And so he comes and sits with me. He stole my friend after the fucking whole iPod thing, and
Dang.
and he sits with me, and and we're fucking around somehow. And I promise you, I'm not a thief. I don't even steal when I go to Walmart.
Anymore.
And whatever, maybe once or twice, but somehow, like, we're fucking around with the beanie, the little fucking beanie bag, and it falls into my lap. And then I didn't see it fall into my lap, but then my friend was moving, and so I put the backpack over me. And
Yeah, this already sounds like you were trying to
dude,
steal
oh
it,
my god,
dude.
dude, oh my god, he's all like, "Yo, I can't find my hacky sack. Do you have it?" And I'm like, "No, I don't have it. Like, do you have it?" Like, we were just playing with it. He's like, "Yeah." And he's all like, "Wait, can you lift your backpack? Like, maybe, like, can you lift your backpack?" And I'm like, "Dude, I don't have it. Like, I haven't even seen it. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?" And he's like, "Just lift it." And I lift it because I was so confident that I didn't have it. Like,
Here.
bro, fucking hacky sack right there, dude, in between my thighs. I was like,
Dang. Second
"I promise
instance.
you."
Fool me
I was like,
once,
"I
shame on me.
promise you." And I was like, "Dude, I'm sorry. I know what that looks like. I know this doesn't look good." And he's all like, I don't really trust you anymore." And I'm like, "Dude, I'm so
Dang.
sorry."
He's out there, bro, talking shit about this one time this
He lives in my own
motherfucker.
neighborhood, or at least his family did, because we all rode the same bus. So, fuck, dude. I felt so
Dang.
bad. Fucking
Someone's out there
gacho, bro.
tarnishing your name. I saw this fucking Thief's podcast recently. He was shit, but his co-host was amazing.
One last thing before we, yeah, there you go. One last thing before we close this segment, and I was just thinking about it too when we decided to do music. I don't know what it is about LA. I'll one up it. I don't know what it is about the West Coast Mexicans. I'm
Yeah.
talking about our West Coast counterparts, our West Coast Hispanics.
Same people, different location.
They fucking grow up loving oldies. Like, these
Oh,
fools
dude, yeah, I
love
have seen that. I have seen
oldies.
that.
They love 50s and 60s music, all dappered up, all cholon, fucking
Dickies,
dappered up,
fucking white
clean as
beater,
fuck, clean as fuck,
crispy, all
crispy,
todo
hair
fucking, what's it,
slicked
starched
back,
up?
And then they get in their car and they're cruising their low rider, and then in the background you just hear "When the Night Has
Has
Come."
come.
And they like the classics, dude. Like they like all 50s music. Like they 50s, 60s, you know.
Yeah.
But the shoe wap, doo 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 doo.
Do you know why though? You know why I think that is because those Mexicans have been around for a long time. Those are like
I
third, fourth generation
that's my
that
theory.
their grandparents listen to that
They
shit.
pass that music to them, right? Because like that was their
Yeah,
thing, you know.
yeah.
Like
Our
they pass,
grandparents passed,
and
you know,
even yeah, like yeah, they fucking Ramon
other shit.
Ayala and
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, all the classics, dude. Yeah, but
Vicente
they're
Fernandez
like
for sure.
established Mexicans that have been here for really like several generations
Yeah,
in fucking LA and all
they
the West
love that shit,
Coast.
dude. And also like as they get older, they fucking I don't know what the fuck the obsession is here, but there is an obsession, and I'm not crazy because I've started doing my own research,
Yeah.
my own anthropology research. They fucking love the Smiths. The fucking Smiths, dude. They have a huge love for the Smiths, and
I've only ever heard of them. I don't even know who they are.
Even Morrissey, the lead man for the Smiths, he's like, dude, Mexicans love us, dude. I know that. Those are my dogs. They're my ride or
Yeah.
dies, and it's true, bro. Like they're from fucking England. They're from the UK, you know. And Mexicans here, they love them. I like them too, but not like
Yeah.
these LA fools or like the San Diego fools. Like they fucking love these guys.
And dude, down south, bro, it's all about rap, dog. Like here, it's all about fucking UGK, fucking all the classics. I mean, shout out SPM. You get all the fucking Texas rappers. Like, dude, it's all diehards.
Mexican OT.
Yeah, Mexican OT, man. All the classics, bro. Like
It's
that's
really
all they bump here.
And I always have this conversation with people here in LA, and I tell them like in Houston, yes, there is, you know, there was segregation, but when it comes to like our urban culture, it really fuses in with African American culture, Black Southern culture, and so our Hispanic culture is kind of blended in with that, with a little flair of a little flair of Texas,
Yeah,
Texas, like
and you know
Mexican
what's
OT.
funny, dude?
Mexican OT is a great example because you would think, oh, like he's a Spanish rapper. You think he would be wearing the Dickies, the Chuck Taylors, the Cortez with a wife beater, a net, you know, thong, like. But he's not.
He's just rocking boots and fucking
he's
Wranglers.
You know, he has that Texas, Houston urban vibe, culture, whatever you want to call it.
I mean,
like,
he is from the country, though. He's from Bay City, right?
Yeah, exactly. But so.
And you know what's funny? Talking about the Smiths saying their number one fans are like Mexicans. UGK said that, or you know, Bun B said that shit. That Mexicans are like the biggest fans of him, and they're like the biggest supporters that show out in all the concerts. Yeah, are like Mexican fans.
And he said that for, I think it was in for the Houston Rodeo All Stars, because it's true, baby. We have love for
we're supportive, bro.
Trade the Truth.
Yeah.
Mike Jones, Lil Flip, Slim Thugger. I love
Duro music. Shout out Dallas, Young Nation.
See, that's Dallas. I didn't start hearing about Dallas until like when the Dougie came
out. Late 2010s.
Yeah, because they came out with the Do the Ricky Bobby Stop.
Pose for the friend. Or fucking My Dougie. There's
Heart in the Paint.
Yeah, buddy.
In the inside.
Big shot.
Yeah, Triple D,
dude,
baby.
I mean, we don't have a lot, but we got some bangers, dude. We have some bangers.
But nothing would get more fucking lit. Like when you're walking into a party and you just hear, and everyone's doing Frank Trey coming. You remember?
Oh, dude, yeah. That's a banger, bro. That's a fucking banger, man.
Not a stain on me. Get money. Nah, and everyone's doing the what a fucking time.
Dude, honestly,
Right.
you would get that vibe going into nephews at Texas State.
A little bit.
Yeah, you got that exact vibe
Right, but
going into nephews, dude.
with the San Marcos locals, man, and again, we need to do our Texas State San Marcos episode. But they were interesting, man. The locals there from San Marcos, they
Yeah,
were
you got a
interesting.
mix, bro. You got the hood
You have a
motherfuckers on the
whole
broke
mix,
side,
dude.
and then you got the richer side.
I feel because like everyone like not not that they went to Texas State or were at Texas State, but I'm talking about like people that moved there from like San Antonio, from
Yeah,
Austin, from Houston, and like they just had like their own little thing, and it was interesting in interacting with the locals there.
yeah, no, I
All right,
like San Marcos, so I would live there.
all right, that's the portion. Let's move on to Would You Rather.
Would you
What
rather?
do you think, Archie? You want to go first?
Oh, dude, I have a good one. All right, so would you
Really?
rather listen, and this is for the rest of your life, would you rather listen to music that you grew up with up until you were 18? Anything before that, and listen to that for the rest of your life? Or music, 18, you're matured, you're making your own choices in music, and you have your own path. Which one would you
Wow,
choose?
that is a good
Solid
one,
one.
Jose. That is a good
Finally,
one.
finally, I got the toast to seal of approval.
Dude, you got a good one. I
Because
I
imagine you get the
appreciate
throwbacks, you get all the Spanish music if you're before 18, after
that is a
18.
good one, and I think I think
I actually don't even know what I would do. I was thinking about the question too hard.
is it introduced to you or that came out like
After 18. Yeah, introduced and
so like
after
the
18.
classics like
Yeah, even
ACDC.
if you didn't know about them and you got introduced to them, they still don't fall before 18. If you learned about it after
See
18.
now that's kind of tough because I learned a lot of like
Oh, classics, bro. Like, I didn't start learning about a bunch of classics till recently.
damn because of the classics like 80s. It's so funny. Like I always have. My dad had this MTV. In the at that time it was like late 90s, early 2000s, but he had like this 80 best of the 80s, which that was like probably like from that memory that I have. That
Yeah.
was like probably like 12 years, 15 years at max after the 80s. Anyways,
Yeah.
isn't that crazy? But
And now 80s is 40 years ago or some shit like that. 40
yeah,
something.
and I would play that CD because there was one song that I fucking love, dude, and it just starts so good, and I would only play that song, and like I'll put the CD in. Remember putting in CDs in the car, and then it just sucks it in.
Wiping it up. Oh, dude, yeah,
It was
man.
like
I
the
want a girl that treats me like a CD player.
it was like the Teletubbies. Just remember the vacuum that just
Yeah.
exactly, and it'll go like this. Josie's on a vacation far
Far
away.
away.
Won't come talk it over. Dude, I fucking love that song. But because of the classics, 18 and younger.
Younger. Damn.
Because of the classics. But if we exclude the classics, anything that, and we'll define classic as any music that came out before you were born.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Then you're missing out on Gas the Shoddy.
2016.
Yeah.
My Texas State. My
You're
Texas
missing
State.
out on that year, dude.
My Texas State, dude, 2016. I have a Texas State 2016 playlist, and it's the fucking shit, bro. Gassed up, Shawnee said I leave by 20, pull up to the party. Dude, shout out Jake. Jake introduced me to that song, and I was just so infatuated with that song. Like, I was like, this is the banger, and I would just play it everywhere, dude.
I feel like to this
And
day you still play it.
I love the fucking. If you guys know me, you guys know that I always tweet the turtle dancing to it when he's in the shower. That's the. With excluding the classics, I think I would pick 18 and up.
Yeah.
With classics, 18 and under.
It's a hard one, bro, but I just learned about so much good music recently that I connect more with. Like
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was like. The Turnpike, like that song is so relevant. Like when I heard 7 and 7 the first time, was it 7 and 7? Yeah, when I heard that one first, a lot of
Life
the
of
Turnpike,
Pablo came out after I turned 18.
a lot of
All
Turnpikes
these.
are really relevant. Breakups, heartaches, you name it all. Turnpike has a song
Yeah.
for it.
Damn.
Um,
I'm
that's a good
choosing
one.
after 18 too. I'm choosing after 18 too.
That's
All
good.
right,
And even like
Toast.
Mexican music too. Like you got
Oh, you have all the banda
Grupo
Grupo
Firme,
Firme.
Grupo Firme alone, like that. They're so great. Um, we didn't even talk about Spanish
Fuerza
music that
Regida.
much.
Damn, yeah. Shout
Like
out to
even like
Spanish.
Spanish pop, like Villanova, Belinda,
Damn.
Camila, Todo Cambio,
Ooh.
Alex Sintek.
Down, 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 down. Damn. Shout out Camila, bro. That shit'll make me cry.
Duele el amor
L'amor sin
sin
ti.
ti.
Bro,
Well,
nothing like being at a Spanish bar and they play that song when you're drunk.
no, you
Or
know, you know which one
the
goes hard.
Rebelde song.
Dude, no. I was at a club in Querétaro, and like they were playing like rap, like all the bangers, whatever. And then I don't know where they dropped the La Factoria. Todavía me
Todavía que
acuerdo
quiero
de
de
ti,
ti.
bro. And like the way it starts, bum, 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 bum. Yeah,
They
that one's
play that
okay.
song fuck you. That song's
It's okay.
amazing.
It's okay.
They
It's
play that
okay.
song at a bar, dude. All the Mexican chicks are going crazy. Hace
Yeah.
mucho tiempo tenida.
For my, I
Mira que te
heard, or wait,
esperaba.
for, sorry, for
For
my
my would you rather.
for my would you rather, yeah, for my would you rather. To be honest, I didn't come prepared, and I gave you a lot of shit for that.
Hey, it happens.
But I quick think on my feet.
It better not be the one you said last time.
The diabolical one.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so. We never brought it on there either.
Yeah, no,
That's
that'll get us banned, bro.
that would get us banned for sure. um, have you seen Avatar,
Yeah,
the cartoon or the movie?
both, both. I
Okay,
have no life.
so I just finished watching the Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I thought you were talking about Avatar the movie or the show. I haven't seen the live action one yet.
No. I'm talking about the cartoon one that came out
Okay,
on this
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Okay.
Did you see the part with the eclipse? They can waterbend or firebend
They
or something?
couldn't firebend.
Yeah.
So that got me thinking, would you be fire?
Earth, water, or fire or wind?
Yeah, which one would you rather be?
Well, you
Earth?
can't be wind because all the wind benders got extinct after the
No,
Avatar
they
vanished.
repopulated in the
Oh, and the new one,
sequel. Yeah, I've never seen the sequel, but I heard
the
it's really good.
Korra, I believe.
Legend of Korra. Yeah,
Um,
but which one would you rather have? Because
water, dude.
you think so?
You
I'm
can
looking
blood
at
bend.
Oh, I just saw that. The bloodbend, that's some crazy shit though. Like just
Yeah, dude.
I think Earth would be cool though, because you could like make your own house. You could like here,
Damn,
like
in
just
this
going
honestly, in this economy, probably Earth.
right, like Earth, like you can make your
What
own.
am I gonna do with water, bro? Hydrate people, man. I'm about to build
Dude.
me a house.
And
Buy
then
me
like
some acres.
Toph would like she learned how to metal bend, part of Earth bending.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Fuck, that's fucking tight." And then air, I mean, it'd be nice like to travel fast,
Dude,
like,
just fucking fart and just make that shit go all the way to the end of the room where someone you hate is.
Yeah. Fire, I feel like I'd be destructive as hell.
Holding
Dude.
a fart, bro. Hey, you better not be talking shit. Give someone pink eye.
What the fuck? Yeah, that was a tough one, man. Like I was watching it and I'm like, yeah, man, like water would be cool. I don't think fire would be cool. I mean, fire is strong.
It's too destructive.
But I'd be too destructive with it. I feel like I'd be fucking like I already know how I am.
I'd get drunk and I'd go, achoo! And then just fucking light someone's dog on fire.
try to start a bonfire and like it just goes everywhere. That's
Yeah.
the stop just
You just start scaring the hose with all the fire. We're gonna go.
you're like juggling, like no, like I'm
Ladies,
good.
please.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that because I was like watching it and I'm like, oh man, which one would I think the Avatar is too much responsibility. I wouldn't want to be the
Yeah, no,
Avatar.
not all 4 of them. That's too much, man.
That's too much power for one Hispanic guy.
Yeah. But
Imagínate.
shit, the fire one during a carne asada, bro, you fucking start the
That
fire
come in clutch,
immediately.
right?
Oh,
I
se
got
nos
this.
olvidó la parrilla, and they put a steak in your hand. How you want it?
That'd be
Medium
crazy, huh?
well. That would be crazy, brother.
Okay.
Dang, it was a good podcast today, man.
That's the episode, yeah. Great. It was great. Music's always fun.
It is. Thank y'all for listening.
Thank you.
Better ones coming soon. Let us know
Maybe.
what size y'all want for the t-shirts.
Oh, yes. Thank you for reminding me. The t-shirts coming soon.
Coming soon, baby. Thank y'all.